early light, by the creek where dreams take flight. Mountains dance with whispering leaves, nature's hymns put hearts at ease. Flag waves high in the mountain breeze, stories of old whisper through the trees. Eagles soaring in the sky teach us how to reach and fly. Creekside dreams and mountain air find me there without a care. Whispered secrets, flowing streams, chasing moonlit starry beams. Workshop nest amidst the wood, doing things just cause we could. Crafting tales with coffee in hand, together in this peaceful land. Fireside with ember glow, nighttime tales from long ago. Hearts are warm, our spirits free, underneath the old oak tree. Creekside dreams and mountain air find me there without a care. Whispered secrets, flowing streams, chasing moonlit starry beams. Workshop nest amidst the wood, doing things just cause we could. Crafting tales with coffee in hand, together in this peaceful land. Fireside with ember glow, nighttime tales from long ago. Hearts are warm, our spirits free, underneath the old oak tree. Creekside dreams and mountain air find me there without a care. Whispered secrets, flowing streams, chasing moonlit starry beams. Side dreams and mountain air find me there without a care. Whispered secrets, flowing streams, chasing moonlit starry beams.
Hey, good morning. Good morning, everybody. What's happening, chat? Look at all them beautiful peoples in the chat. Gary's here, Nancy's here, Maggie Angel, Tim, our golden key man.
Lulu. John Naylor, welcome in.
Lulu was here before anybody. I set the stream up, and that stream wasn't even up 10 minutes, and she was already saying good morning.
Lulu's the best.
Yes, she is.
Good morning, SMN. We haven't seen you in a couple days. Magic.
Yeah.
My fly.
Emo girl, what's happening? Missed you yesterday.
Gary, Native, Miss Belinda.
Oh, good morning, SMN. Missed you yesterday too, buddy. David Pride in the house. What's up, girl? Oh, we know you here, Lilu. You've been here all morning.
Girl.
It's the fly on the wall. come to say good morning.
Hose
Lori,
picker. Good morning,
Lori
everyone.
Ann. Lori Ann, that's another new one coming in to say hello. She's on your side.
Welcome in, Lori.
Good morning, Miss Belinda.
Good job, Tim.
You always do a good job, Tim. We know who's taking care of the house. You and Lilu and I can't even remember all my mods now. I know it's Lilu and Linda. Linda's over here modding for us. And she's here. Yeah. Well, yesterday was just a long day for me, guys. How about you, Georgie?
It was definitely a long day. I had to clean carpet because of Tiny. He decided it was a good idea to pour milk out in the middle of the living room floor.
Oh,
I started out just cleaning that spot, and like that spot got clean, and I was like, nope, the rest of the floor does not match. So I did the entire living room.
there you go. I was ready to go to bed at flipping 8 o'clock last night, but I couldn't do it. If I went to bed at 8 o'clock, that meant I would have been up at 4 o'clock in the morning. That wasn't happening. Spliffy's in the house. What's happening? What's happening? Gary. Oh my goodness. One of them mornings. But the good thing is, now that I've been doing these lives with you, it's got my sleep habits corrected. I'm not up till 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. I go to bed, I get up, we do our thing. Oh, and before I forget about it, Happy New Year to everybody. We got New Year's Eve today. Do you
Just another day.
anything planned there, Georgie?
I don't.
No fireworks with the Munchkins?
No, hell, I'll probably be in bed before midnight. Hopefully.
It's funny, Mama, she used to love the 4th of July and New Year's because of the fireworks. Now she could care less. She could care less. It's mainly to do, I think, with the dogs because while the fireworks are going off, the dogs have to stay in the house and it freaks them out. If we let them outside, well, if we let Pretty Girl outside, the minute one of them fireworks go off, she's under the shed and she won't come out for the next day. Cue Georgie.
Huh? Sorry.
Oh, what do we have here?
I've had 2 hours of sleep.
And we got a special guest with us today, guys and gals.
My bestie.
Hey there.
Let's see. Good morning to Skipper.
Good morning.
How's your vacation?
I can't complain. It's going. I don't know why my avatar's not showing up, but whatever.
It's the gremlins in the machine.
Yeah. It's probably my stupid phone.
So, did everybody catch Skipper's video yesterday? It was an eye-opener. It was definitely interesting. I enjoyed it.
I've gotten a lot of feedback on it, good and bad.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of the comments where they do want us to do that stream, so.
I read all the comments at the time, and towards the end, you had the end of the comment board, you had a few knuckleheads offering their unsolicited opinion, but hey, that happens on every video, right?
You know, there are certain strategies out there to people like that that you can utilize. The most popular one is what they call the gray rock, where you just become boring to that person to where they don't even want to interact with you. Um, but there are some people that will not work with.
Oh, I agree completely. Some people are just too hard headed to get it in their thick skull that they have a problem.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say it's more along the lines of they don't really understand. They're so full of themselves, they don't really see an issue. So they continuously put themselves above everybody else, thinking they don't have the problem. Everybody else has the problem.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And at a certain point, it's like, okay, when you have a huge group of people against you, like, at what point do you not realize the common denominator?
That part.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, in my opinion, when you have a whole lot of people basically saying, hey, look, you have a problem, but you have a select group of people that are basically patting you on the back all the time saying, look, you don't have a problem. Everybody else has a problem. It just enforces their problem. You see what that makes sense?
Well, that, and you also have to look at, are those the people who are also looking for that energy,
Exactly. I call it the attaboy syndrome, where somebody gets a pat on the back so much over nonsense that they actually believe the nonsense. If that even makes any sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's where the whole flying monkey thing comes into
Right.
play.
So let's see, narcissistic behavior depends on people feeding your behavior to keep your behavior going on. And until you actually say, hey, enough is enough and get some help, it's going to continue.
Oh, when you tell a narcissist that they need help, they lose their fucking minds. They lose it.
Well,
Hardcore.
it goes back to what Mike said. They constantly think they're the smartest one in the room, and they're always going to be the smartest one in the room.
Freya! Really?
But yeah. So how's your vacation, Mikey?
It's going really well. Spending lots of time with my nieces and nephews, because they'll be going with their mom in a day or two. So getting a lot of time in with them before I leave. But it's been good. It's been relaxing.
Oh, I bet. I bet. I saw the picture with the pup flying with you on the airplane. That was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, she enjoys she enjoys flying. Likes to lay down there underneath the seat, curl herself up.
So, if you take an animal on a plane like that, do you have to buy an extra seat for the animal, or
There is a threshold. I believe if they're over 25 pounds, you do. Anything under that, you do not.
okay, okay,
But you do
that,
have to you do have to make sure they're up to date on their vaccinations, which that's why we were at the vet about a week ago. Um, you have to also make a statement that they are, well behaved, potty trained, all that stuff. Um, and they have to be approved. So you have to submit all that about 48 hours prior to your flight.
I've just never taken an animal on a plane with me, but I've only been on a plane once. And the one time
There's
I was on the plane, I didn't have any animals.
there's a lot of misconceptions out there. People think only service animals can fly on a plane, which is absolutely not true. You can take your pet. Um, and the FAA actually doesn't have to follow ADA rules. So even though I've got my service dog, um, they can deny her boarding. That's perfectly legal as well. In fact, for many breeds of dogs that are short nosed, like I'm trying to think, pugs and boxers. They're banned from flying because of their sinus issues. They've had too many instances of dogs like that just dying because they're not getting enough oxygen.
Oh wow, oh wow, that's something
Wow.
else. I didn't know that. So
Yeah, yeah.
you're talking like English pugs and or English bulls and stuff like all the ones with the short noses.
Yeah, yeah, and it's because they already have breathing issues. But yeah, they don't get a lot of oxygen, so already. So when you put them in a plane, and there can be breathing issues, and yeah, that sadly happened where people have lost pets.
So Jeff's dogs, Legal Vice's dogs, they were English pit bulls, right?
Hmm.
So how are they? Oh, I wonder how they're going to get them over to the states, or if they are.
It actually comes down to the airline. Depending on which airline, there are airlines that'll take them, but there's a lot of airlines that are like, nope, we won't deal with these breeds.
I wonder who's taking care of Jeff's dogs now.
One of his
It,
friends.
I'm assuming that's who found him, was friends of his.
I believe he was on a trip. Ow!
What's funny is you can always tell the people, like, and there's several flying videos. People who have emotional support dogs, vice service dogs, they try to portray the rules as being the same for each type of dog, and they're not. And there's a couple freak out videos of people with emotional support dogs on planes, not realizing that the ADA doesn't apply, but yet they'll try to invoke the ADA, like how someone with a service dog normally would. But most people with service dogs fully know the rules and know that, oh yeah, yeah, we can be denied on a plane.
So is your pup? Is she a service dog, or she's just your pet?
She's a service dog. She's got over $10,000 worth of training.
Okay, okay. Because I noticed I never see a vest on her, so I didn't know if she was or wasn't.
A vest, see, there's a lot of people who think a vest is a requirement. It's not. A lot of people use vests because, people are kind of used to seeing those with service dogs. So it's a quick way to identify, but it's not a requirement. What I actually have been using here recently is on the leash. I've got uh, a little, uh, I'm trying to think of the word, like a flag almost on my leash that says service dog, do not distract. And that's what I do. But there's no requirement to have anything. You can just have a dog on a leash.
I knew that part. I figured, I see them down here all the time because there's a lot of retired vets down here. And I just assumed that people, when they were out in public, uh, had the vests on them to keep, so people would know, basically, just like you said, so people would be aware. It's the ones I don't agree with are the so-called emotional support. The ones like yours, where yours is not an emotional support dog. Yours is a actual service dog, right?
Correct. Correct.
Emotional is just a pet that people take places with them, correct?
Yeah, it's just a pet. It doesn't have any training. It doesn't do anything special, that any other animal couldn't do. Uh, it just is a classification that really only applies, for the most part, to housing. Some states do have added protection for emotional support dogs, but it pretty much just states that a doctor states that you have this pet, uh, and you require it for your emotional well-being, but the pet is not trained, doesn't do anything. you know there's no requirement for that dog or animal to do anything. And that's the other thing people screw up. They'll try to say that other animals are their service animals. There's only two types of animals that can be service animals: dogs and miniature horses.
Really, a miniature horse.
Yes, yes.
Wow,
because
I
they're
didn't.
that smart and can be trained to do tasks.
Well, now a miniature horse is the size. It's bigger than a dog, right?
Uh, some dogs, not all. They're about the size of your standard Labrador Retriever.
Wait, did you just say they can have miniature horses on the plane?
Yes, yes.
Where would they put it?
You buy it at Thieves.
But
But
can it even lay down like your pup was laying down? I mean, that those horses aren't as agile as a
forget
dog.
that part. Them shitting everywhere.
They can be potty trained.
Yeah, they could.
There's
Oh, well, they're smart. They can be just like a dog. They could. I guess they could be
there,
potty trained.
there's a lot of animals that can be very successfully potty trained. Ducks can be, rabbits can be,
So
pigs
can
can be.
chickens.
What's that?
So can chickens.
Yep, yep.
I
Uh,
don't know about the chicken part there. I
I
I love
had
my chickens to death, but they are some stupid asses.
I had two longhorns that were completely housebroke.
It was pouring down rain day before yesterday. I mean, coming down hard. And the three new girls that we got, the red ones, they were standing right out in the middle of the yard, just standing there. And the coop is like 10 feet from them. Why didn't they go in the coop and get out of the rain?
Some of them like the rain.
And Mama, she put on her rain jacket. She went and grabbed them, threw them in the coop. I beg to differ with that one. I don't know. I've never seen a trained chicken. Anyway, back to the horse. That's the interesting part. How would he even lay down on a plane? I mean, definitely be something to see. It's one of them had head scratchers. Like, okay, how would this? How
th-
about pigs? Are pigs on the list too?
no, they cannot be surface animals.
Not even the little potbelly pigs.
Nope. They can be emotional support, but not a service animal.
Oh wow!
And
Well, I
that's
know.
there's a lot of uh, there's a lot of misconceptions out there. Like I had a woman point out to me, she's like, "Oh, there's another service dog," and we were in Walmart, and she pointed, and this was a dog in a cart. Like someone had put their dog in a cart, and I was like, "Yeah, that's not a service animal because how can the animal do something for you if they're in the cart? It's a physical barrier."
Ah, and I imagine the training involved for surface animals has to be pretty intensive. I mean,
Um, the hardest part is getting them temperament trained. And a lot of people, I get a lot of people reach out and they're like, can I train my own dog to be a service dog? And the fact is you can. Uh, but the dog just has to pass temperament training. And because I've been attacked, physically attacked over my dog, which you can see on my channel, I've told people I don't recommend it because if you were to end up in any type of legal thing, the first thing they're going to challenge is the training of the dog. And if your dog doesn't pass temperament training from like a professional place that trains service dogs, that dog is going to be a failure. Now, for people looking for pets, I highly recommend going to places like that if you want a really great pet because you're going to get a dog that's trained but just can't pass the temperament training, meaning you can't, take them out in town without them ignoring other dogs and stuff like that. But if they pass the temperament training, they'll become service dogs.
so it's always been interesting to me how they train these dogs to realize there's something wrong with their partner. Like say for instance, you go into a panic attack. How do they train a dog to actually see that as it's coming on, or they
So
just see it after it happens?
like most of the trainers will fake an attack. Like they'll fake getting angry. And, like with my dog, she's trained to jump on me. So if I'm getting angry, she'll start jumping on me like, hey, hey, calm down. Um, but there's a lot of different types of training too. Um, but the one thing I will say is they found dogs are trained better in packs because they learn from each other. So when you're doing, that training, what you try to do is, train them in a pack. So when one learns how to do a task, all of them learn that task.
Basically, like huskies with the sled dogs.
Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
much easier to train a new puppy, putting him in with a pack,
Yep.
and let him learn from them than it is trying to train one from scratch.
Yep. And a lot of the people that I work with through customcanines.org are people who they already have trained service dogs. They bring in, new puppies who then they're just following right along and they're like, oh, okay. So that's what we do when this happens.
So how I wonder how they. I get where you're saying about the anger part of it. Where the person can act angry to train the dog. What about the stuff that you really can't see? Like, I've seen them where they're support animals for the epileptic seizures and people going into seizures. Do the animals cue on the warning signs of somebody going
Um,
into a seizure, or do they just wait? Is it
it
before?
really it depends on the condition. For seizures, they don't. I don't. I've never heard where they figured out exactly where the dog picks it up. It's believed to be smell, because like my dog was trained with a yellow lab that alerts to low blood sugar, and they never trained that dog for it. It was something that the dog just it was going through its other training, was learning. Okay, in these medical things I alert, but it just can smell when someone's got low blood sugar. So they know that if, they don't have any diabetic issues, but if they have friends over who do, and they're like, the dog won't leave them alone, they're like, they'll ask, are you diabetic? And if they say, yeah, okay, well, you need to eat something. And that's just a natural thing that the dog picked up. They believe it's from smell, but they're not 100% on that.
Oh, good morning, Becky. How are you doing today, girl? Her, her, both her kids are autistic, and uh, her daughter has a service dog. But I, as being diabetic myself, I know for a fact that blood sugar will alter the chemical smell that a person has. Because when
Mhm.
somebody, I know my buddy, I've never been in like a bad spot with the diabetic stuff, but he has. And his wife's told me that when he's having a really, really bad blood sugar day, the smell around him is almost like a fruity smell
Mhm.
that she can literally smell it. And I'm like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
So I could see that when it comes to diabetics, a dog being able to pick up on that pretty easy.
Uh, the one I see a lot of is dogs who, for heart issues, they can hear heartbeats and will alert if a heartbeat becomes erratic.
I see. I never even thought about it. See, it's always been fascinating, how these animals could. I could see it in animals that's been raised by a person for a prolonged, since birth, but to take a grown adult dog and train it for these things has got to be amazing to watch.
Yeah, but the thing to remember about dogs is they're very eager to please. Dogs, they want a job. If you have a dog, you should give your dog a job, and it can be something simple like, you know, uh, I've been trying to teach my parents' dog how to clean up after himself because he pulls out all the toys, and and it's really not that hard to really do. Like if in that case, what I do is I bring out bacon, and I'll get my brother or my dad and be like, "Okay, clean up." And like my dad will pick up the toy and put it in the basket, and I give him a piece of bacon. And of course, the dogs are all sitting there, and uh, my dog knows how to pick up her toys, so she's all over it. But the other dogs start picking up, and they're like, "Oh, if we put the toys away when he says clean up, we get bacon." So it's very Pavlovian um, in that sense. But you can, you know, I watched a guy who he had a dog that was like 14 years old. The dog is, very elderly, but the dog was always trained to go get the paper. And he said, I would have cut off my subscription years ago, except for this dog. But that was that dog's job. And even, with it hobbling, it would growl at the other dogs if they tried to pick up the paper because that was that dog's job.
Yeah, it takes a lot of commitment to training animals. I do know that, and I have a short attention span. So
I,
trying to
I'll
train my animals is, I don't know.
Some things are not that hard. For instance, um, I'll teach everybody, if you have a pet or if you have a dog, here's how you can teach your dog to go to the bathroom on command. When you take your dog out for a walk or outside, as soon as they start to squat, what I say to Glory is get busy. And she knows that's a command to go to the bathroom. So, I do that over and over. Again, it becomes like Pavlov's dogs, So if I have to rush somewhere and she's going to the bathroom, and taking her time figuring out where she wants to go, I'll just say get busy, and she's like, "Oh, okay, we got to go now," and she'll squat right then.
I do know that because both of our dogs, if I say let's go bye bye, they are at the door chomping at the bits because they know they're going in the car.
Hmm.
And we never trained them for that. We just always they picked up on it real quick because they love going for a car ride. It's got to where Pretty Girl is so old now, her hips bother her. We have to literally carry her to the car, put her in the car. Did you see the show we did where I was talking about the hip and joint relief for the dogs?
No.
There, it's you can get it on Amazon, and if you showing any signs of your dogs having hip problems, especially their hind quarter problems, where they're having a hard time walking, that stuff is a miracle with the dogs.
I bet you that's the stuff that my brother uses. His dog is starting to get arthritis and limp a little bit, and he gives the dog a supplement. And I was looking at it, and it's glutamine chondroitin, which I was taking my final years as a Marine, because if I would run a PFT, I'd be hobbling for several days just because my joints were so achy. But glutamine chondroitin keeps a lot of the fluids uh, in your tendons and your cartilage. So it takes less time to recover. You'll have less pain. But it was the same thing only for dogs. Obviously, with dog stuff, it doesn't have to be the FDA approved as strict as stuff for humans. So I believe
Right.
it's a little bit cheaper.
Well, I know beagles. Beagles are really bad when they get to a certain age. Their hips start going, and
Mhm.
I wish we had known about this stuff when I had my older beagles, the mom and dad of the one we have now, because we had to put him down because it got so bad he couldn't walk at all. But with Pretty Girl, Barb found this stuff on Amazon, and it's one of its main ingredients is HTC.
Mhm.
It has a lot of other stuff in it, but it does have HTC, and it is amazing. If you forget to give it to her for a few days and she can barely walk, you give her a couple of those, and within minutes, she's able to walk again and get around.
I had a roommate who had a husky, and the husky had severe anxiety. Most huskies have anxiety. Uh, And yeah, she would give. There was something that she gave, some supplement that had HTC in it that would calm that dog down. Uh, but a lot of that was that dog had separation anxiety. A lot of huskies get that, and that's the sad thing about I. You know, now I can take my service dog into work. That dog I would have loved to have been able to take into work with me, but it wasn't protected, so I couldn't do it.
Like I said, it's always amazed me with the service animals. They just, I'd like to go and watch them be trained one day just to pick the old boy's brain on how they do that. I'm pretty sure they've got places here in Florida that actually train them, but I'd really like to go check it out.
Yeah, the only thing about them being a service dog, they just have to be trained task specific to a medical issue. And you'll sometimes see there are people out there who'll have multiple service dogs. Well, each dog is trained to a different task in that case. So, one dog might alert to one medical problem and one alerts to another one.
Oh, Magic Girl saying something to you, Georgie. Did you go to sleep, girl?
No, I'm listening.
Well, you can jump in there anytime. Me and Mike don't bite.
I don't speak on stuff I don't have
Our
any education of.
Well, I'm getting educated by Mike. I'm not educated on it, but it's fascinating to me.
So,
So go ahead.
well, I got to figure out how to get it. There we go.
Here's the other reason you should give your dog a job. It actually improves your dog's self-esteem. And they've proven that dogs do have self-esteem. And I'll tell you, it was what breed they proved it is golden retrievers. So they used to teach with all types of dogs. Dumb. Whoa, there we go.
That's so cool.
That's awesome. It kind of floored me there for a second. What? Georgie don't warn nobody.
The chat was telling you that they sent me a video for you
I
to
know
share.
that, but you didn't warn us it was coming. I thought, never mind. Anyway, uh, where's Mom at? I'm gonna have her send me the link, and we'll post that here in a minute. But yeah, service animals always been interesting to me. I love dogs. That's just anything that deals with dogs is interesting. One of you two can jabble away. I'm busy.
Thank you, Max.
I'm trying to figure out my audio changed on me.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, just you guys are just fainter than before. I don't know why.
You sound fine on our end.
Yeah, my microphone's good, but on my phone it doesn't give me an audio option.
So how are you using your phone? Are you using it with headphones, Bluetooth, or?
No, I'm just sitting here.
Just your regular speaker?
Yeah, yeah, just
Oh, okay. I figured there would be feedback on that.
mm, it's. I'm using it just like I would uh like a speakerphone call.
Oh, that's cool. I haven't tried Restream with the phone yet, so I don't know much about that. All right, you two carry on. I'm gonna go grab a cup of coffee real quick.
Yes, boss.
But I ain't nobody's boss. I'm just Coop.
I'm just Coop.
All right, I'll be back.
Yet Coop keeps me in line. So, which is rare because when me and Mike are together, we cause chaos.
We are. We're the chaos duo.
Chucky.
Instead of the Wonder Twins, we're the Chaos Twins. And I shared this out to a bunch of places, so I hope you guys are getting some good numbers. I can't see them.
I can't see. I can see on my end. I've got 35 on my side.
You and the Mister going out tonight and enjoying the festivities.
No, we can't get sitters. That'd be nice though. That would be nice to be able to get a break from the demon spawn in there. Speak of the devil. If you weren't out of town, I'd say we'd do something tonight on stream.
Yeah, yeah. I they don't have a laptop here. Mine, I've been trying to fix mine. It just I, I can't remember what version of Windows I had on it, and it won't the BIOS won't boot up correctly. I'm probably gonna have to erase it.
The door's losing its mind again. So we have one of those locks on our front door that's connected to our Wi-Fi so we can control it with our phones.
Hmm.
It has been acting absolutely wild lately. Has brand new batteries in it, but it just sits and beeps at us.
I I had one of the I've got cameras outside my house, and I've also got some trail cams on my property.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I had to laugh because one of Robbie's super fans, with him threatening me, uh, they were like, "We've got your address and stuff like that." And I was like, "Come on, you're not bothering me. Come on." And they were like, you don't have a stand your ground law." And I'm like, "Okay, yeah, these people are idiots. You don't need a stand your ground law." Uh, in the U.S., if someone comes onto your property and you're in a castle doctrine state, which I am, meaning your home is your castle, you can defend your property if you believe someone has come onto your property with ill intent.
Exactly.
Hey, no, thank you. No, thank you. Sorry, I got the dog. All these dogs in this neighborhood are barking. We're not used to it because we're so far away from people at our home. This dog's been barking like crazy.
They're saying I have a ghost and that's why my lock's acting up. That I wouldn't doubt. Because I know Dad's here, so.
I really want to do a ghost hunt. However, my one friend she's a veteran, she's into it with me. She does them, but she like stays all night at the places. Like she paid to stay in the room on the Queen Mary. She went to the Myrtles and spent all night, sleeping in the room there. I'm like, yeah, that's a little bit much for me. I want to be able to leave.
Right.
Now y'all talking about spooky stuff.
Well, it's because Georgie's house is haunted.
I'd be moving. I don't like spooky stuff.
Well, it's not really haunted. It's my dad. Dad likes to cause chaos. It's like the other night, me and Bay were working on her bracelets, and I had the beads laid out for her, and we looked down to pick up this last charm, and it just disappeared. Neither of us moved, neither of us touched it, but the bead was gone. And we're like, where the hell did it go? And it's not reappeared anywhere in the house. So we're like, what happened?
And it sucks for Mama Coop because she loves all that spooky stuff, and I don't want no part of it.
I'm convinced that ghosts are racist because I watch all those ghost shows and they rarely ever haunt black people.
I wouldn't doubt it.
It's not that they're
Either that,
racist, it's that they don't acknowledge them like us crazy ass white folks do.
black people are like, the house is haunted? Yeah, we're out of here. We're not sticking around like these stupid white people.
Right.
Oh, did you guys see the? I think we talked about this a few minutes ago. I'm not sure, but did you guys see where they're talking about putting water sprinklers on the fence?
Yeah, I did. That is so stupid.
I mean, come on. They've literally got one woman donated $99.
Okay, here's the thing. Like, saying that they're going to stop Jeremy from driving by, that's a public road. So what they're saying is that uh, they're harassing people in public.
Oh, he'll have a field day with that. The first time he gets hit with a drop of water from them for doing that,
Absolutely.
you know the law will be involved real fast.
It's breaking the PPO, is it not?
Well, it's harassment. It's just
Yeah.
straight up harassment. Uh, if you set it up, and here's the thing, you can't set that up to be for just Jeremy. Like, it's going to go off if you do it motion sensor. It's going to go off whoever goes by. So you're harassing the general public.
Yeah, because if it's on motion sensor, it's going to hit anybody that drives by. So,
Yep.
I know
Jeremy,
down
the
here.
Hudson's, Gale, everyone that lives on that road.
Yeah, I know down here, if your water sprinklers hit the road and they cause any kind of discomfort for anybody driving on the road, cops will be called, and the cops will give you a warning the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Second time, there's probably tickets. Third time, you're probably going to jail.
And it just proves that the fence didn't work. They were like, oh, she needs a fence. She needs a fence. She doesn't need a fence. She needs a therapist.
All that fence has done is hide their shit a little easier from the public. That's just my opinion. It's just a way to hide their garbage. Because now the sheets have come down, and now they put up some of that black see-through. They put it on fences down here. It's like a shade cloth type of deal where air can get through it, but it kind of blacks out everything when it's pulled across. Did you see that?
Yeah, I've seen that before.
They've literally got it hung up like a shower curtain. Got a big cable stretched across and pull it closed. I don't get it. I don't get it.
What's funny is I live in the desert where there's a lot of wind, and we deal with this. Like, privacy fences falling over. It happens all the time. If you don't have them concreted in, the posts are gonna fall in the sand. If you don't have them braced, like with a cross brace, they're gonna blow over in high winds. You'll lose the slats on them. So it's honestly just easier to build a higher chain link fence, which is normally allowed. Most residences, you can go up to 8 to 10 feet, and then you can get stuff that goes within the chain link to then block and give you privacy.
Well, that's what I want to do with our yard. I've got old privacy fence that's falling down. I mean, most of it's already falling down. And when it's finally down and out of the way, that stuff like they're using, that's what I'm going to put on the fence. I mean, still gives you privacy, but the wind is allowed to go through it.
They'd be better off start putting in, very fast growing fauna. There's a couple of uh, uh, bushes that grow very fast that get very tall, and if you plant two rows of them and stagger them, they create privacy. I remember growing up, we had, I believe it was a Texas cottonwood, and wow, that thing grew so fast. And a couple trees like that will absolutely give you enough, um, enough foliage to give you privacy.
Hey, you're exactly right. I forgot all about that. They call them living fences or
Hmm.
live fences,
Yep.
and there is no height requirement on that. If they do something like that, them things can 30, 40 foot in the air.
Yeah.
They're
And
and you don't have to worry about code enforcement.
I don't know how good ivy grows in Florida. Uh, I know if you water it a lot where I grow, you can get ivy to grow, and a lot of people do that on they put it on the side of the fence that doesn't face the sun, so it keeps a lot of shade. But yeah, we got people who do that on their fences, and that gives you a lot of shade. Grapevines will give you a lot of shade. A lot of people where I am, there's a desert grape, and they start growing it right next to their chain link fences.
Oh, I agree. We have I don't know what kind of vines they are down here, but anywhere there's shade most of the day, these vines will grow. I mean, they grow like just rapidly.
Hmm.
Because I know my shop, it's mostly shaded on one side than it is the other, and that whole side during the springtime on, if I don't keep them pulled down, they will take over the whole side of that
And like
shop.
with her, they're always looking for ways to make money. If I were her, especially with the animals that they're trying to keep, if I were her, I would, instead of asking for fencing, I would have asked for various trees that provide a lot of fruit, because you could sell it at the farmers market. If it doesn't sell, then you just give it to the turtles. Um, but people like her don't think about how can we take our property and monetize it.
It's we Georgie and I have talked about that several times. This woman, she's got so many opportunities that she could cash in with all these haters. She could cash in on just some of the stupid shit she said in these depositions and make a nice little chunk of money that the other side, all of her grifters grifting for, they wouldn't get a cut of.
I'll address Wise Angel. A lot of people where I am, the ivy that they grow uh, is specifically, like, they put it inside of their fence. And where I am, the wood's gonna dry out. But where they are, I would have done a chain link fence and put, had the ivy on that.
I have seen that done. That's pretty cool.
Hmm.
It just weaves through the whole fence.
Yeah. Yep.
I can't remember what they call that stuff, but I know I have it. We have it down. They have something similar to it down here, but it's not. It's not something. It just grows in long strings. It doesn't. How can I say this? It doesn't make a massive covering. It just grows in long strips.
Hmm.
And I don't think you could use this kind of vine, but what you're talking about, I'm pretty sure if we could find it, you can grow it down here.
Yeah, as long
Everything
as it
grows.
grows in that area, like it's hard to grow where I am because you have to give it a lot of water, just because everything dries out so fast. But there are ways to do that. A lot of people where I am, they don't connect their washing machines to their septic tanks, and the reason they do that is because they reroute it to their gardens, and that way you don't have to water your garden. You just do your laundry like normal, and then the water goes through the pipes. And that's something I do want to do eventually. If I can set it up, but I don't want to start digging things up in my house yet.
Oh, growing up here in Florida, my parents, I thought that was normal. My parents' washing machine always had a water hose hooked to it that ran out to the orange trees and the grapefruit trees
Hmm.
because they had a bunch of fruit trees in their backyard. And every spring, Dad would go out and take watermelon seeds from the year before, and he would just throw them out on the ground underneath the grapefruit tree, and then he would reroute the washing machine hose to that patch, and that washing machine hose would just flood that whole area. And man, those watermelons grew like crazy. And our washing machine here, it's not hooked to the sewer.
Hmm.
I just let it go out into it waters the backyard. I don't have it going to a garden or anything. It just waters the grass.
Hmm.
It's just gray water. There's nothing there that's going to hurt anything.
Yeah, it's just soapy water.
Yeah, I mean, we don't use a lot of bleach, so it's not going to kill anything. It just, matter of fact, it waters the backyard. And with these crumb grabbers we have, oh my God, they tear a yard up bad. So I need every bit of water I can get. Yeah, you got this David Richardson guy. I'm assuming that's he's from the UK because he donated $100 to the towards the sprinkler fund. This woman's making money hand over fist. Oh, so what do you guys think about the judge getting a hold of this new motional bubbles file?
There
I
hasn't
think
been
it's
any comments from him yet, have there?
no, it just got sent to the judge yesterday, I believe.
Well,
So
Yeah.
I have an announcement I'll be making if you guys want me to make it on your show.
go ahead.
I will be calling the sheriff about Robbie.
Oh, there you go.
Good.
Good. There you go. Get him. Get him.
Good morning, Rogue.
And I'm sure you've
Listen,
got that downloaded, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
really,
Who are you talking to?
Chaos Kitten. All up in my bubble.
The Rugu Mama's in the house.
Sharon wants to know when we're going to do our narcissist stream.
Um, do we want to do it after I get back or
I would. I'd wait till you got back so you'd have your
okay?
whole setup.
I
That
don't mind
works for
doing
me.
that.
That works for
I'm
me.
I've
Get off me.
being here with my family has reminded me of several stories uh from family days gone by of stuff that I had not thought about it in years.
Oh, and that's another thing going around the old gossip mill on Facebook is this new cease and desist liar nut has got a hold of.
You
That'll
got
be
hit
interesting.
with
What's that, Georgie?
the new cease and desist she got hit with. I can't wait to hear Megan tonight.
I got to reading some of the comments and stuff on the post that I saw it, and I'm not sure if it's new or if it's an old one that they're going to be talking about.
Could be the Northport one.
No, no,
We've already covered the thing with Connie.
And
it's
this is a good way, like a good way to point out narcissists. I never, you know, for me, I've never had enemies in my life. Like if I don't like somebody or someone does something to me, I just cut them out. That's how I deal with it. Um, but you know, that was where I missed it with my ex. Everywhere we went, she had enemies. And the first couple times I was like, "Oh wow, she's got like coworkers and whatnot that are just real pieces of shit." But then, after so many years, it's, and several job changes with her, it was like, oh no, she just gets things in her head that she hates somebody and then works to destroy them. And that's what narcissists do.
Yep.
Exactly. It's trying to.
And this is why you see this pattern with Lynette. Everywhere she goes, she's got her pattern where she starts fights with people, and you know, she gets into her lies, defames people. Now she's got multiple cease and desist. If this is a new one, this would be the third one that we know of.
Well, Max said it's new, so he would know. He watches that docket stuff like crazy, so he would know. It's just, I don't see how anybody could sit there and actually believe their lies. She acts like she believes wholeheartedly. She believes what's coming out of her mouth is the truth.
Yes, and the truth will change for this situation, and you see that you've seen that with a lot of different people.
Exactly. Exactly. It's crazy. I mean,
You know, uh, when someone has a problem with a bunch of people, the narcissist won't realize that they're the common denominator, that they've been attacking multiple people, but they'll when people react to them, they claim the victim.
that's like her being married, what, 7 times? You're going to tell me that 7 times and she's not the problem?
Yeah.
7 different men, 7 divorces, and the only common denominator, as you say, is her.
It was funny because I had one of the Lee's fans say to me that they don't. Well, you're not even on their radar. Like that was the comment given to me, and I was like, really? Because they literally talked about me last night, and I have the clip.
Yeah, I read that. I saw that. That was funny. That was funny. You need to stop harassing that child. I mean, have you ever picked up the phone or went to their house and harassed that child?
Well, they're saying that by me posting that video or that picture, I'm sorry, that's harassment. And it's like, no, that's a picture they publicly posted. I'm just reposting it.
Right.
They made it public and you're making it publicer.
Exactly. Exactly.
Stop, cat. Shit.
I don't know. These people are just they've got a lawyer on their side, right? And any common sense lawyer should be telling these boneheads, hey, what you're doing is you're lying. You're not telling the truth. These guys are not committing crimes, but yet he's sitting back there just patting them on the back, telling them good job.
Yeah. Yep.
It's nuts. Oh man.
Yeah, they're very negligent of U.S. law. Look, because now they're telling me, they got all their viewers telling me that posting that picture is against the law, and Lisa was saying it the other night. Oh, an unrelated child, and he's posting that picture all over. Yeah, that's perfectly legal. Perfectly legal. Um, it's just like them saying that my phone call to CPS was illegal. It's like, okay, we'll call the cops. You can, San Bernardino County Sheriff. You can call them. They know where I live. They'll show up to my house, and I'll be like, yeah, I'll show you the picture. There's nothing wrong with me
Honey,
posting
turn
it.
that down.
But it's definitely interesting to see them just spout all this nonsense. I mean,
Another trait of a narcissist too is saying that, oh, you'll only get the truth from me. That's another trait of a narcissist,
yeah,
and you see Lisa do that all the time.
and that's another thing that's hilarious is, well, now I done forgot what I was going to say. Never mind.
Sorry.
How about
No,
where
no.
Ed commented in the Fleece chat last night and asked if they could start a GoFundMe for John Cook's Hitman?
Yeah, I saw that too. I saw that too. That was funny. Oh, I can take it.
Wouldn't that be conspiracy? To Yeah.
The new cease and desist is a letter from North Park from the lady that Bubbles called her boss to try to get her fired, and she works at a law office. Megan
Oh
covered.
yeah, that lady.
Yep.
I kind of figured that's who they were talking about. I mean, come on. Lynette calls and harasses Mayor Dan, trying to get Mayor Dan to jump on Jeremy. She gets in trouble for that. Clear sign that you don't do that. And now here Bubbles thinks that it's okay for him to do the same thing to somebody else.
Yeah, it's textbook harassment.
I mean, this woman that he's doing this to, she has grounds for a restraining order on him.
And that's what's funny is like when I've made jokes about, oh yeah, wouldn't it be funny to people take pictures of Lynette at the farmer's market, and then Lisa goes on her channel and says, you can't do that, that's harassment. That video of her saying that can be used against her in Jeremy's case because it shows that she knows what harassment is.
I don't know. I've never seen a lawyer act like this. Ever. It's crazy. Sorry, I'm trying to post this link to Mama sent me for the joint pain.
The hot tub kicked on next to me, so sorry if you guys hear that.
Oh, that's all right. There.
That's where I
Anybody?
might be streaming from this New Year's Eve. We might be having some champagne sitting in the hot tub.
There you go. All right, everybody in the chat, if you have a dog that's having any kind of joint pain, I guarantee this stuff will help your dog. I posted the link. I'm going to pin it to the top. So I know it's a little off topic. We've got off this already. So it's probably everybody. Okay. Yep, it's a everyone. It's a everyone. All right. So the cease and desist is going to be on that lady. Why does he do that? I mean, has Jeremy's side ever contacted anyone and harassed them? Not that I know of.
Not that I know of.
No. They say official stuff like the Fish and Game coming. They say that's harassment, and it's like, no, it's not harassment. You have to prove that it's not a good faith.
Well, and the fact of the matter is, he did find things wrong, so it was a legit call for concern. I mean, what is that they say? If you see something, say something. I don't know. They just this is the craziest thing I've ever witnessed. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of other crazy stuff out there, but these people take cake.
I'm gonna have to get going in a few minutes. My phone's gonna die.
Oh no.
Mercedes, I really don't know. I would imagine that it would. I'd go check it out. You might have to just cut their little round. Oh shit! Bye, Mike.
And his phone died.
Did it? Oh, he's still in. He's still here.
Yeah, no, I just I was turning off Bluetooth and stuff like that to try to reserve power.
I figured you'd have it plugged in.
I'm diverting all power to essential systems.
All right. Well, if you disappear, just know we know you said bye.
Right.
I know you just said you're going to have to get going here shortly, so don't let us hang you up. You got to go, brother.
Sharon said, did the judge at J8's second depot tell Bubbles he didn't want any more motions from him?
I don't remember him ever saying that.
He It was no more motions about having a dismissal
Yeah.
because this was his second. He was announcing his second motion for dismissal, and in his thing, he told him, "Hey, I'm just going to stop you right there. It's not happening."
Well, he's only doing all of this to cost Jeremy money. Because every
Yeah.
time he files a motion, Randy has to come back and counterfile. Well, that's just another however many hundreds of thousands of dollars Jeremy's got to pay for. Where Lynette's not having to pay for anything. And Bubbles is doing this all for free. So
It does cost them money. It costs Bubbles money, but I'm sure, like that's why I kept saying, well, there's been no accountability for the fence money. That's where I'm sure money was diverted to. Allegedly.
well,
That's
how's it
my
costing
personal
him money?
opinion.
How is it costing him money? She filed indigent circumstances. So anything he files on her behalf, they don't have to pay for.
You
So
still
other
have to
than
pay
him,
the court system.
for what?
You got to pay for filings.
She got all that waived.
No, like he might have gotten some of it, but it still goes. That's why she was trying to claim indigent status, and that was denied.
Right. And I thought they granted it.
Not in the federal court.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought they granted it in all of them.
No.
Well, then, now that tells a different story. I thought that it was granted in all 3 court cases. I never saw the denial on it. So, ooh, and that's not that cheap. It's like $100 to $150, maybe $200 to file that stuff. I know it is here. I don't know what it is up where they're at.
For where she was asking for an attorney assigned in federal court, which is hilarious.
And that's civil. It's not criminal. So the courts aren't required to assign you anything in civil matters. It's only criminal matters that you're guaranteed a lawyer. Civil matters, you're not guaranteed shit.
Yeah.
That's why, she asked for the lawyer and she was denied. But I thought she also filed separately on the indigent circumstances for the court filings. I don't know. It's all starting to bundle together with me. I have no idea what he's... Now, Gary, you're right. He has no idea what he's doing. Now, that's interesting. I didn't know that. So now I can see why they're grifting so hard over there.
David Skipper.
But yes, Wise Angel, it's got hemp oil. It works really good. There's other ingredients in that stuff for the animals. I'm not going to read the whole bottle, but hemp oil is HDC, whatever they call it.
All right, guys, I got to go and put this on the charger.
Okay.
All right.
Later.
Thank you for coming on.
Yep.
Bye, bestie.
Bye-bye. All right. It's just for you and I. We'll save that video for another time.
Bro, they're calling for over a foot of snow up here next week.
Oh, wow. Yesterday we got a shit ton of rain.
They're saying the temps are supposed to drop below the teens, which is wild. That hardly ever happens up here.
All right, Mercedes. Do you know anybody on the U.S. side? If you know somebody on the U.S. side, have them ship it. Well, you still have to go through customs, don't you?
What are we talking about? What can't be shipped?
The stuff for hip joint pain. For the
Oh, because it's not legal in Canada. More than likely.
If you know somebody right across the line, you could always order it, have it sent there, and they could either bring it to you or you could go get it if you're not that far away. But I'm sure that they have to have something similar to it that you should be able to get for your animals.
Can you buy any type of hemp products in Canada, Mercedes?
But I'll be dead honest. I'm not one for giving blessings on stuff like this, but this I've actually saw it work, and it works wonders on animals. And I would assume you could give it to cats. I probably wouldn't give them a. It's like a half-inch round, soft, chewable peel, and it smells like beef. So I imagine if you give it to a cat, probably just cut it in half, or just give them one pill. It smells like a dog treat. I mean, they eat it. They don't swallow it. They just eat it.
Right.
But it's really good, and I wish we would have had known about this because our mama cat that we had, she was having the same problems with her hips, and I bet this would have worked wonders with her.
So it is legal there. I don't get why they can't ship it there then if it's legal in Canada.
I don't know.
Try some of your local hemp shops and see if they have anything similar to it. 9 times out of 10, your local shops will have something
And if I'm
similar
not
to it, if not the exact same product.
right, if I'm not mistaken, I think Mama said that there's a whole bunch of different stuff on Amazon. That's just the particular one that she chose at the time, and we haven't switched. We've kept with it. The only thing we've done is like if we forget to give it to her for a couple of days, instead of giving her 2 pills, we'll give her like 3. And within, I mean, a half hour, she's snapped out of it. She can walk just fine. It gets her pain gets so bad she cannot even stand up. So she gets that stuff every morning. When I take my medicine, she gets hers. Because I don't know if you remember, Georgie, here. Oh, it was probably, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. I was talking about Mama could barely get around. The dog could barely get around.
Yeah. And you gave her medicine and she started feeling better?
Yeah, I messaged Mama and said, hey, when's the last time you gave her medicine? Oh, it's been a few days. I'm like, okay. So
There
now
you go, ladies.
Mama doesn't give it to her now. Daddy does. Because when I take my medicine, she gets hers. Because it sits right beside my medicine on the shelf. So Mama's got her hands full taking care of Tickles and Blue and trying to get ready for work in the morning. So that's just one thing less on her plate. But yeah, that CBD oil, I imagine that's probably the main ingredient. There's other stuff in it, but I wholeheartedly support it.
Chucky!
What's happening, Chucky? What's happening? Woohoo, man. Got a full house today, young lady. I'm glad Mikey's having a good time on vacation. That's always nice to be able to get away from home and visit with family and friends. And that's your cue.
I just want to know how Jen Thunder's cake turned out last night. That's all. Jen and I was talking in Megan's chat last night, and I talked her into making a chocolate cake.
Spliffy, are you wanting to come on? Is that what you're saying? We can make that happen. We can definitely make that happen. Hello? Are you out there?
What? You asked
There.
Spliffy a question. I'm trying to read and listen at the same time.
Well, it is obvious you cannot do two things at once, so you're going to have to cancel one of them. Oh, your dad? Oh, that's right. Spliffy does have content on his channel. I forgot all about that. Things get running through my head so much. Let's go see what old Spliffy's got going on over here.
Oh yeah, Suzanne. She said she was making homemade frosting. Homemade chocolate frosting is the best.
Who's making homemade frosting?
Jen made homemade frosting.
Oh, that sounds good.
And she made
You
a
know,
chocolate cake.
when I was growing up, frosting was frosting. And I don't know when they changed it. I know it's been years ago, but now if you buy, let's say, a cake or cupcakes at Walmart or just about any store out there, it tastes like you're eating butter. The
Because
frosting,
it's buttercream and they put entirely too much freaking butter in it.
I mean, the frosting that you used to get, you can still buy it if you make your own cakes. It kind of had a gritty texture to it.
That would be the powdered sugar in the
But
frosting.
this new stuff, you go buy cupcakes at a pre-made store, and 9 times out of 10, they're already pre-cooked and they're frozen. And the icing on them, I don't even like them. I mean, if somebody brings them to a party, I won't even touch them. I don't like eating butter. Not like that.
Yeah, the store-bought frostings suck. I prefer the homemade stuff.
Well, I do like the Betty Crocker cake icing or frosting, not the stuff that's whipped with, like you said just a minute ago, the
buttercream.
Buttercream, whatever it is.
There's different types. You've got the buttercream frosting. You've got the cream cheese frosting. You have the type of icing like you put on cinnamon rolls. The whipped frosting. There's so many different types.
But hell, I can't have any of that stuff anymore anyway. If I eat something with that stuff on it, boom, my blood sugar goes skyrocket. Sharon's still hiding out in here. I saw her earlier. I was going to ask her the other day. She said she quit metformin. I need to know what they put her on. Because you got to, if you're going to quit it, that's fine, but you got to have something to replace it with, or your blood sugar is just going to be there. Sharon.
My mom, they switched her from the metformin to the shot she takes once a month.
Sharon, were you the one that said you quit metformin? Sharon Kodak? I want to say it was Sharon, but I'm not positive. But if it was her,
I believe it was Sharon that said she quit.
Well, I know Mama had snagged a comment from somebody other than Sharon that they took her off of it and stuck her on something else, and the thing they stuck her on was like $700.
Well, like I said, Mom said she quit taking her metformin and they put her on a shot that she could take once a month, to where she wouldn't have to take a daily pill. She would only have to take that shot once a month, and it's helped her diabetes tremendously.
Okay, you're on a diet, only metformin. Okay, I don't understand.
She's on a diet only. She quit metformin in June 2020. So, like, she's on a specific diet for diabetes.
Oh, so that means all you get to eat is rabbit food.
What?
You would be surprised when you actually force your doctor to tell you what you can and can't eat. When they actually do tell you, it's almost absolutely nothing that you can eat. Almost everything's bad for you. All right. Happy New Year, Lilu. Oh, there's Slug. Hey, by the way, fish are aliens. They're from outer space.
Okay, Slug, just send me a time so I can make sure I'm available, Bubba.
Oh, what was that old book, Georgie? Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. Remember that old book?
I don't remember the book, but I remember the little saying that kids used to say in school. Boys go to Jupiter to get more stupider.
Yeah, the men tomorrow, men from Mars, women from Venus. I bought that book years and years ago, and I bought it from my ex-wife because she couldn't grasp the concept of being married. So I figured that would enlighten her. All it did is make her worse. So carbs, I would say that's pretty much anything that's bread related, right, Sharon?
Yes and no. It's also rice, pasta.
Well, I do know they say that your wheat-based stuff, like your wheat rice and your wheat pastas, are supposed to be better for you, but they still mess with my blood sugar. I'll go in and boil up some wheat noodles and just do some butter, salt, and pepper for a midday snack.
Make sure you lock that door back.
Protein, steamed vegetables. Yep, rabbit food. Yep, rabbit
Wow,
food.
Mercedes. You know, Tiny has hissy fits in stories, and I get mean mugged because he has fits, and they don't understand that he's just overstimulated. So I get made to feel like I'm a bad mom because my kid's having a fit in the store. But then people get judged if they take their kid out of the store for throwing a fit and get called a bad parent because that kid didn't get the toy it wanted. It's so stupid.
Oh, my mom, the way they taught us is if we went out to dinner when we were smaller, if any one of us three caused a scene, they didn't go out no more. They stayed at home. And that's how my mom and them made us, taught us. But it's today's society, everybody's blamed for everything in today's society.
People are so freaking judgmental in today's world. You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't.
You know, my mom kept a fly swatter on the dashboard of the car, and it could reach every square inch of that back seat where we sat.
And to John.
If anyone ever said anything to my mother about disciplining us physically, she would rip right into them. I could just imagine my mom being a parent of a young child in today's society. She'd be in jail. What is that Bible verse there, Georgie? Spare the rod, spoil the child. Yeah, Sharon, I have tried the cauliflower potato mashed potato supplement. Oh my God, that's nasty. That's very, very nasty. My biggest downfall is potatoes. Oh my God, I love my potatoes, and that's one of the worst things that I can eat. Once a week, I get my McDonald's, And the minute I get it, I have to take my medicine. If I don't take my medicine, I'm suffering the rest of the day. Slug, ain't you got some Legos to play with? You over here harassing. Lilu, you don't have to do that, sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's greatly appreciated, but never required. Thank you, Lilu. Oh, I did go over and check out Spliffy's channel. He's a video game guy, huh? Uh-oh, little man must be throwing a fit over there.
I was muted and didn't realize it.
Oh, was you? I thought you muted it to take care of little guy.
I did. I muted it to fuss at him, and then I forgot that I was muted. I was sitting here just talking away, and then I looked over and I'm like, oh, my mic's not lit up. Because I wasn't even facing my mic. I was turned away writing, and I thought I was unmuted. So I was just talking away.
Oh. Wow, we dropped about 20 people since Mikey left. That's all right. Oh, there's Mama. What was Jam?
Coop.
What's she talking to? What jam are you talking about? What you talking about, woman? All right, I'm gonna go grab this and we're gonna talk about this a little bit. Which one is it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The fences. We're gonna talk about the fences again.
Oh,
I'm over
to talk about the fences again.
I'm over trolling the well, then we won't talk about the fences. We'll talk about something else. Stop it. We'll
Listen, Spicy.
Who's Spicy? Somebody spicy?
Storm and Beer. Here's $1. Go buy a life.
Who said that?
I'm reading what you have on the screen.
Oh. Yeah, that's Lisa's chat. Who is this Meet Tessa? Apparently she's Tessa. Apparently she's talking about she was wanting to be added to the case. And it was going to cost Jeremy all kinds of money if she was added to the case. Her lawyer was going to shred him to pieces. And who is this person? Is it one of the notorious boneheads that are ragging on Jeremy all the time?
Tessa is another stalker, in my opinion. She's obsessed.
Oh, reported to YouTube. Yeah. There's Max over there. It's funny is because I'm sure you can report comments just like you can on Facebook, on YouTube. But unless they're using fighting words, I don't see anything getting done. You've got to blatantly threaten somebody with violence before YouTube will step in, just like on Facebook.
Well, good morning, Gail.
Huh. Missed you yesterday, Gail. I hope you're doing all right. He's holding an emergency stream tonight. They have to spin the bullshit. I wonder what this is about. What do you think that's about, Georgie?
That was from yesterday. That was put up while Megan was live.
Oh, was it? This is the one. But now you guys you've already yeah, what's this nonsense about Jeremy supposedly shooting Russell? I've never heard such craziness. Have you? And she's gone.
What craziness?
Did you not hear a word I said?
Oh, the cease and desist.
No. This nonsense about Jeremy Hells actually pew-pewing Russell Meeks.
Oh my God, they're taking clips of Jeremy's videos and spinning it and editing it.
Russell Meeks is literally still driving around, stalking the town. How can he have been pew-pewed unalived by Jeremy Hells? They come up with some of the most outlandish, retarded stuff I've ever heard in my life. How can anyone listen to anything these people say?
Oh, this is that part Pam shared. I read that before we went live. That is interesting. That proves Bruce don't give a rat's ass about that child.
No, he doesn't. They don't care anything about Lynette. They don't care anything about the baby. They don't care anything about anything except sticking it to Jeremy Hells. And that's why I think the judge is going to actually add all these people to the case. And Jeremy, I got a sneaky feeling he's going to win hands down. And they're all going to have to pay up. It's going to be so funny when the Reaper comes calling and they've got to pay. That's going to be so funny. So funny. See, girl, what's happening? Suzanne. Oh, what's wrong with Miss Sharon? I believe Tim, if he's still in the chat, Sharon, I believe Tim has her email address. I didn't copy it the other day, so I don't have it. Oh, are they going to let you off tomorrow, Mama? Because last I heard, you said you were going to have to work. That's awesome.
Oh, since Mama's in here. Mama, did PayPal give you did PayPal give you your money back?
Yes, Miss Gail. They just bite off some new drama, some new lies. They spin them. It's funny how the people in their chats on their live streams can make these outlandish claims about Jeremy. And without even vetting what these idiots are saying, the fleas are just running with it, even though it's a fabricated lie. Come on. Russell Meeks is still breathing, riding around town, stalking everybody. So why would you? Oh, okay. She's talking to Georgie.
Why would you have to go to the bank?
She's a lot like
Does she not have a bank app
yes,
that tells you if your money
you got to remember you both are women, so just take that with a grain of salt. I have a hard time speaking womanese sometimes. I'm sure that if PayPal didn't let it go through on your end, it'll get sent right back to her.
Yeah, it made me decline the payment and it said it's been refunded. I just want to make sure it actually hits her account.
Yeah, it usually
before
takes,
I try letting her process another payment.
It usually takes about 3 to 7 days to get back into your account, but it'll get there. I've been with PayPal since the day they opened their doors. I don't use any of the other stuff. That's the only thing I've ever used. I love their customer service because they're not only for the person selling the product, they're also for the person buying the product. And not many places do that, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I love PayPal.
I didn't use when I first started using PayPal. I used to sell paparazzi jewelry back in the day, and it never had to be a verified business account or no BS like that. You just simply created the invoice and sent it out. Now you have to be a verified business to be able to do invoices on PayPal.
Oh wow. I've always been a declared business anyway, so and her old pearl thing that she used to do, she
Mm-hmm.
was verified business with that as well. So I really don't know what it's like with invoices not being business because I've always been business. That was the whole reason I started it was for my business.
Well, hello, Mr. Anthony. Lulu's whole damn family's in here.
I was so that's dad.
Split the Spliffy's dad.
Oh, good afternoon, young man. Welcome aboard. Welcome
Spliffy
aboard.
took off dad at 42. So we've got their daughter. Now we got Lulu's father-in-law. We
There we go. Just bring be a
just got the
family
whole
affair.
family.
So I'm taking this that my pretty posted. That's a clip it out of Shara's
Yes, that's from Shara's deposition.
depo. She must have screen printed it or screenshot it from Megan and Tug. Because as far as I know, nobody has it yet,
No,
except those people.
Megan, Tug, and Shizzy
Split
has it.
or yeah, Shizzy. And I won't be watching any of it because I don't want it to drag out for 6 months. So I won't. I'll just wait until it comes out, if it ever does come out, and then I'll read it. I love Tug, Megan to death, but I'm not watching it.
I enjoy watching Shizzy's reading of it. I was gonna leave last night, and then I was like, never mind, I'll stay. And I just sat there listening to Shizzy and Diva.
I understand completely. They've got to put commentary out there that keeps people interested. But, when you read 2 minutes of something and spend 20 minutes joking about it, that just turns me off. I want to hear about it. I want to know now.
Landon, you doing too damn much, boy.
Let's go see what's happening over in the wonderful world of
Oh, wait! Never mind. I'll
what?
behave. Never mind, I'll wait.
For what? I'm
That
just
certain post that you sent me earlier, it was just on the screen.
okay. Well, we'll find it. Let me go back to.
You refreshed and it disappeared.
Oh, it'll be back.
That one. No. It was the one about narcissists. I thought it was funny that it showed up on screen. I love Shizzy and I love Yamaha Chris. I
Oh,
could
I
sit and listen to them talk for hours.
I
Like
like
I
it.
could literally fall asleep listening to them.
But there's a lot of juicy stuff in that Shara deposition that I want to know now. I don't want to. I don't want to know 6 months from now.
Right?
Us mortal human beings are not allowed the privilege. I would pay for it if I was told where I could buy it, but I don't mind paying for stuff like that. All right. But as far as I know, you can't even buy it. That was Jeremy's copies that he gave to them.
Chris, Miss Diva had it all spicy book talk up in there last night, and I was like, damn. I told Shizzy, next time you have her on, remind us to bring our roses. If you know, you know.
Yeah. I don't. There's the last place I was at. Was right there. Was it in the comments of this?
I don't know. Don't worry about it.
I'm
Shizzy
just.
does. Shizzy is the best at the readings. I give him that.
Was it one of these two here?
No, hang on.
I'll just keep scrolling. Oh, the one I posted in the group. Is that what you're talking about? Right.
I was laughing about that.
Yeah, it's right there on the other side of the screen.
Uh-huh.
Happy holidays. What the hell? Happy hog mama? Whatever that's supposed to mean. Heh. Happy holidays. Yeah.
I do. Exactly, Chris.
Timu up in Blaze. Going to be a lot of people upset about that.
You know that's a joke, right?
Huh?
You know that's a joke, right?
Oh, I would imagine. Mama's ordered some stuff from there.
I love Timu. I'm not paid for nothing, but I've won stuff off of it with the little games.
Yeah, the stuff that pops up and you have to spin the wheel or whatever.
It's like last night, Chris. I was getting ready to leave, and Yamaha come on, and he was so passionate. I was like, "Yeah, I'm not leaving. I'm sticking around for this."
Oh, that's right. He's not popped in yet today, has he?
Oh, I haven't seen Yamaha this morning yet. He's usually in every morning. But I
Yeah.
was so proud to hear him put his point of view into it. And boy, was he wound up.
Oh, here's that gal right here I was talking about. That Tessa girl.
I still want to be added. And depoted like I was threatened. Man, I could waste thousands of JH's money.
He
Bless her heart.
he would
Attention
end up
whore.
he would end up paying my attorneys for a concert. Yeah, countersuit. So who is this person? Apparently it's somebody that he's threatened to be added.
She's
But
one of the
surely it's
cunts
not
that trolls the hate group.
Tori.
No, her name's Tisa. Tisa Darts, to be exact. She's in the hate group. She's always running her dick sucker in the group. Yeah, I said what I said.
Well, she ain't got nothing on Wendy whoop whoop whoop.
Wendy is a beast. I
Yes, she
love
is.
her. And Nikki. Where is Nikki? I haven't seen her in a couple days.
I haven't seen her on our lives in a while. I see her posting in the hate group a lot. And matter of fact, who runs with Nikki? Isn't that Robert or Roy?
Robert Tower.
Robert.
Tasha. Now we really do got the whole family in here.
Oh my. Oh, give me your money, build my house. Come on, give me your money, build my house.
She's just...
No shame
And these
whatsoever.
people are too freaking stupid to realize what they're doing is third party contact because she's in the chat.
I just, like like I said, these people are doing all this. They ain't doing it for Lynette. They're doing it to hurt Jeremy, so they can say, "Hey, look what we did. Look what we did. You're not the only one giving away money. Look what we can do." I still see that the Thunder Cows are making. I'd say they're probably clearing 55% of all money is going right in their pocket.
Ooh, read what Sharon said. So you're telling me she was putting it in her feeding tube? Are you kidding me?
Now. This is, unless it can be proven, it's just pure speculation.
It's in the depot.
Okay, if it's in the depot.
That tells me that Shara has proof of it, or she wouldn't have brought it up in the depot.
Put what, melatonin in? What, has she got a liquid version of it?
Yes, they do make a liquid version, but you can also just grind it up. But why? Why would you do that?
We all know why, because she's a piece of garbage.
Oh my God. So she's purposely overdosing that child on melatonin.
Oh, look here. There's idiot.
There it is. There's that comment I was talking about.
Can we get a GoFundMe for John Crook and his hitman? You're gonna sit there and tell me
you're so stupid, and look right above it. John's right there.
Yep.
John is literally in the chat. Once again, conspiracy to commit murder. Idiots.
These and they don't think for 1 second Jeremy doesn't get clips of every single bit of this.
There's so many of us that is sending this straight to Jeremy. All they're doing is making his case better.
Yes, I know. They're handing him the case. They're handing it to him. And the sad part is a lot of this stuff that they're doing and saying will actually end up being criminal. It won't be civil. It'll be criminal. Could you imagine if people started going to jail over all this?
And they have the audacity to accuse Jeremy of saying things, like with them saying that Jeremy threatened to shoot Russell or popping somebody's head off their shoulders. Okay, first of all, you tell me, if somebody came to you toe-to-toe threatening your life, would you not protect yourself? And then y'all over here sitting in this dumbass's chat talking about paying for the hitman. Like, there's no common sense between this group of idiots.
Yeah, this is where Bubbles is sitting there talking about going on MG Law's show.
He wishes.
I haven't talked to MG Law, but I can just about imagine the reason he bailed and said no is because he knew he would get shunned by people that are friends of his, just like MLS did.
Me too, Lulu. Me too. Because at this point, especially with this whole, can we start a GoFundMe to pay for the hitman? Come on. You can't tell me that's not freaking criminal.
It is.
They're conspiring to unalive the man.
Oh, they're going to say, oh, we were just joking. Well,
that's not a joke. You don't make jokes like that, especially when there's already facts of a hitman being hired.
Exactly.
You are so stupid. There's not a brain cell between them. I'm telling you.
Well, look who it's coming from. It came from
exactly
Ed. Of all people, Ed.
Ain't a single one of them folks in that chat or on that panel got a damn brain cell between them.
So let me go up here and see this real quick. He is, well, I don't think he's a mod. I figured as much as he throws dirt over there in their chat and as much as he sucks up to them, I figured that he would be on their mods list right by now, but it doesn't seem like he is. Because, I mean, he is one of the most outspoken people in that chat.
Ed?
Yeah.
I think all the health supporters have scared him out of the groups, to be honest.
Well, I know he pops in the hater group every once in a while, and he'll make
whines
a
and
few.
cries.
Yeah, he'll make a few mad faces. What do they call those?
Oh,
Reaction.
let me say stupid shit in chat and then play victim on the hate group. Shut up
Yeah.
with that stupid shit.
I have noticed that the hate group has taken a turn. When I first joined that group, it was mostly haters ragging on Jeremy. Now it's the other way around. Now it's a
Yeah,
lot
we
more
took over.
supporters than it is haters. And the haters, 9 times out of 10, all hide behind that anonymous. Somebody was saying, don't worry, Facebook will take care of it. No, Facebook's not going to take care of anything. The admins in that group don't exist. The guy created the group and he's still in it, but he has absolutely nothing to do with it.
Facts, SMN. Facts.
I think this is old here.
Gail, Ed is far from being manipulated. Far from it. He says what he says, and he says it with his chest. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Oh, this is where Liar Nut is ragging on Brett. So I want to know, she had such a hard on for Russell Meeks before all this stuff with Jeremy came out. Why all of a sudden is now Russell one of her main champions? All the shit she said about that man all the time before everything blew up between her and Jeremy.
I honestly believe Lynette was infatuated and in love with Jeremy.
She's trying to figure out a way to get his money.
Well, yeah, now it's about his money, but I think she was in love with the damn man. The way
Okay,
she behaves.
You noticed the picture that she took with the
There's
star
Robert.
lady? Hey, Robert, what's up? But you remember the picture she took with the star lady in front of Jeremy's
In front of
YouTube
Jeremy's
sign?
son, yes.
Yeah. You notice how she wasn't as frail and sickly looking in that photo as she is now? So living on that property has taken a toll on her.
Being an evil twat is what's taken a toll on her.
I mean, having to live in that easy bake oven where it's 100 flipping degrees all the time, that cannot be good on somebody's body.
Patrick! Oh dear. That's great. Read Patrick's comment.
Oh, I am. Oh, I wouldn't doubt it whatsoever, Patrick. I would not doubt it whatsoever.
I'm dead.
Hi, Robert. Hey, Robert. How's Nikki doing? We haven't seen her in a while. Is she doing all right? Lisa, what's up? What's up?
Hi, Lisa. Wednesday. I wasn't referring to Lisa, but you're not wrong on that one either.
The sign is still there. It's just they painted over it and they put their Turtle Purgatory Rescue stuff on it. And at one time, John had it hanging or had it above his makeshift fence till the hurricane blew it down. Now I don't know where it's at now.
Oh my God, y'all done got the chat riled up. SMN said 2-inch. No, just a pube hair. Oh boy.
It's kind of crazy. Crazy. Now, Mike's heading home, what, on the 1st or the day after the 1st?
I'm not 100% sure.
I'm sure he'll let us know.
I just know he said after the 1st because he didn't want to book a flight and all the rush that everyone else is going to be in. Landon, take a chill pill, bro.
Oh my God! Thank you for hearing my voice. As little as it is. For such a small person, she's got such a loud, annoying voice. You're not a nice man. And thank you for believing my truth. What truth? Nothing has ever come out of her mouth that was the truth. Everything out of her mouth has been a proven lie. As this goes through, will be revealed, I promise. What's going to be revealed? That you're more of a liar than what you are now?
Because that's
There's
all
no,
that's all that's happening is more and more is coming out against her.
she's never once shown one shred of proof against anything that Jeremy has said or shown. Period. According to her and according to the Thunder Cows, if it comes out of their mouth, that's proof.
Oh my God, SMN.
Thank you, everyone, for helping my child have the most magical Christmas she has ever had. Now
That's because you won't get off your ass and get a job and support that child.
I mean, judging from when the police came out there and helped get Lloyd off the property, and judging from the way she was running around like a crazy person, lifting up heavy toolboxes and slinging them, sprinting across the yard like a gazelle, and she's going to tell me she's disabled? Yeah.
Woohoo, 438.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, if I haven't said it before, I'll say it again. If you guys haven't smashed that like button, please hit the like button now on both Georgie and my video or stream. And if you don't mind, copy the links and share them on all your social media sites. It helps us grow and it helps YouTube send us out into the interwebs.
Are you showing my side or your side? Because if you was just showing my side, you better hit that thumbs up.
I usually do at the end. Yeah, I'll hit it. I ain't even hit it on my side yet, so stop crying.
Well, you're telling the chat to do it, and you haven't even done it.
I haven't even done it on mine. See, there's mine right there. I
You
just
gotta
hit it
lead by example. Yep, I'm starting to get woke up.
I just don't get how this person can. I don't see how she can live with herself. There's not one shred of integrity in this woman anywhere.
Facts, Suzanne. Facts.
She's
And Lisa
literally
does the same thing.
she's literally bragging about grifting off to all these fools that are giving them money. It's crazy. What is this? Oh, this must be Shizzy's. Yeah, that's one of Shizzy's letters.
Counselor.
I like
Bubble.
Shizzy's letters, but they're way too long.
I love them. It's like reading a book.
Well, the only reading I get is on my phone. I don't pick up a book for nothing. I'm one of them old guys that throw instructions away on stuff. And then mom will dig the instructions out when I don't figure it out and say, here you go.
Well, thank you, Patrick. That would be an Alabama accent you're hearing.
What do we have here?
Go away.
Oh, this person, Anna, she always posts this stuff. She'll go and she'll collect every bit of the chat from the fleas and post it in the Shady Bunch every day. The whole chat for their whole stream. There for a long time, she was posting the transcripts. I guess the transcripts must have got turned off. I don't know.
Hey, Coop, I see the barnyard cat's got the best of you in your fight with them. Is he referring to you not having a beard anymore?
I haven't even been on camera today. I figured Mikey come in. He was on Avatar. I'd just stay on Avatar too. But I can guarantee you, I'm not running around in underwear with no shirt. I'm sitting here fully dressed. I did take off my hat a while ago. I don't know what he's talking about. I got in a fight with my razor and decided, okay, razor, you win. Mom will tell you, my face being this naked does not happen very
The chat is giving you hell, Coop.
like I read it anyway.
No, but I do, and it's hilarious.
They can have fun at my expense all they want.
I love it. On Wednesday,
really?
my dad had to get a bulldog attorney to be approved for his. He was completely bedbound by the time he finally was approved.
Okay, we've had enough of that.
Coop, you're always running around in underwear. LMAO.
Who says that? How do they know?
Patrick. No,
I'm,
that's not Coop that runs around in his underwear. That's Skipper.
I'm in my shorts. I'm in shorts all the time. As a matter of fact, I very rarely wear underwear. So there's you something to think about.
If you haven't already, Lulu posted my Discord server in the chat. There you can get behind the scenes moments with Georgie and just conversations with me.
Oh, that's what I forgot to do. I forgot to share the links. Mikey, I'm over here in the, I think this is Spill Your Tea. Yeah, this is Spill Your Tea. He shared the links. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'll go and like it. Yeah, that's worthy of, we'll give out a heart. What do you say? Yeah.
Robert said he's in his underwear.
About the only time I put underwear on is when I go uptown or I leave the house.
Okay, TMI.
That's enough. And the only reason we do that is because of my parents' upbringing. You always want to make sure you have a clean pair of drawers on when you leave the house, just in case something happens. That's cool. I like that. Y'all need bacon. Bacon. All right, let's go troll some more. I gotta hand it to my pretty. She keeps those groups pretty under control. They don't. They're not as outgoing and opinionated as they are over in the Shady Bunch and of course the Hater group.
Hey, Jen, for your carpal tunnel, because I have it too, and when I'm on my computer a lot, my wrist starts killing me. Put your hands in a prayer motion and put all the pressure down on your wrist. Oh my God, does it feel good? It helps so much. It stretches those tendons.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. I was wondering why he got in trouble. He got in trouble for selling on whatnot because he didn't have his auctioneer's license.
Yeah, Jeremy reported him because someone reported Jeremy.
That's another thing that's going to come up in court, and I guarantee Jeremy's not going to make accusations unless he has proof to back it up. And this stuff where they're coming in and they're bidding up his items and then refusing to pay for them, that's going to cost them. That's going to cost them. And you know that they're doing that deliberately, trying to hurt his business. Yeah,
Mama said that's uncalled for, Coop.
What's uncalled for?
I don't know. I'm just reading what your wife said.
I don't know. She's probably chastising me about something. Probably about my underwear remarks.
Oh, you saying you don't wear underwear unless you go out in public?
Yeah, that's probably
probably what it was. Get him, Mama.
I ain't
Get
got
him.
nothing to hide. She won't get me started on what's uncalled for. There's lots of skeleton in our closets. Well, there's not much anything over here.
Hey, look, it's me.
Yeah. She'll get over it.
Good morning, DW.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Try that one I posted, Patrick.
Who that, Susan? Who that? Who filmed himself looking like an idiot? See, I do watch the comments every once in a while.
You filmed? Oh, Guano.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's that drama stuff. He's got to stay up on that drama stuff. He's one of the fakest people I see on YouTube. I mean, there's nothing, in my opinion, that makes him worthy of paying attention to. Slug. All right. Going to
Bye,
find on this.
Anthony.
Who that? Anthony leaving?
Mm-hmm.
Oh crap! Yep, that's right. It's time for me to head off of here. I forgot. I have to cook dinner.
You gotta cook dinner.
Yeah, I'm doing my potato soup, and I forgot all about that. I got up at 9 this morning, which was a little late, and I've got to peel potatoes. I got to fry up the bacon and the sausage. I think I'm going to do it on the stove today. I tried my crock pot last time, and that wound up putting 3 hours of extra cook time because the crock pot quit working.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. At least you got a new crock pot.
Yep, we got a brand new. Oh, and the old one, I plugged it in and it started working again. So I don't understand it. I'm thinking maybe it just got too hot. I don't know. But, excuse me, I do not plug it into the wall. I use an extension cord. So that could have something to do with it. But today, with it being 1 o'clock, yeah, it's 1 o'clock. It's not going to be a crock pot day today. It's going to be a Dutch oven day. I love cooking in the Dutch oven. It's a really nice pot to use. All right, youngin. I think we're going to say goodbye for today. What do you think?
That's up to you.
Yeah, I got things I got to get done, and I forgot all about that. And it is a little past our 2-hour mark, so we've had a nice day today. We had a special guest come and hang out with us. Yep. So go ahead, hit them with your spiel. I'll hit them with mine.
First of all, I want to wish everyone a happy New Year's. Second of all, remember, guys, you're one of a kind, and never, ever let anyone dim your light. Bye, guys.
All right, everybody. You know the drill. Down below in the description box, all the links to the social media sites. Come over and join us on one of them, all of them, or none of them. And just like Georgie said, I wish each and every one of you a happy new year, safe, and have a good time. And with that all being said, Coop's going to say, Coop out.
It's that time again, my friends. Time to part till next we see. Gonna sail on different winds, but your heart stays close, my friend. Distant roads may pull us apart, but our memories never die. Underneath the same bright sky, we'll be together by and by. Until we meet again, my friends, in the stories that we've every moment that we share is a treasure we can't spare. Through the seasons we may roam, chasing dreams on a dirt road home. Every memory of our time reminds us that life's so fine. Through the seasons we may roam, chasing dreams on a dirt road home. Every memory of our time reminds us that life's so fine. Farewell is not forever, just a pause along the road. Our connection we won't sever, it's a bond that can't unfold. Until we meet again, my friends, in the stories that we've every moment that we share is a treasure we can't spare. Until we meet again, my friends, in the stories that we've every moment that we share is a treasure we can't spare.